All right, folks, we are live this Monday, April 6th, and we have a very special program for you right now. We have Alex Jones with us riding shotgun. We have a guest, Sheriff Mack, coming up in after the 8-minute break. But what I really want to talk about is this Glenn Beck, just total disingenuous hit piece that he put out with James Meggs of Popular Mechanics. We're going to be going over their debunking, and we're going to debunk that 6 ways from Sunday. People, it was beyond pathetic.
And I tell you, Bermas, Richard Mack's been scheduled for a few weeks. He's addressing the big sheriff's conference up in Michigan, waking up the police and military against the New World Order, the true duties of the sheriff. So he's going to be on with you for 25 minutes after this first break. But then, from 9:30 Central until 11 o'clock, for an hour and a half, we're going to switch chairs. I'm going to be in the pilot seat. You're going to be in the co-pilot seat so I can focus on this huge developments. Number one, the establishment's trying to use Glenn Beck to co-opt the growing, exploding states' rights, patriot, anti-banker, anti-New World Order, 1776 movement. Beck, I know, follows major hit pieces and other control systems. Beck has been proven to be doing this over and over and over and over again. And so we're going to be going over that. And I told people when he said, oh, I'm a patriot. Oh, I'm going to expose the corruption. Oh, I'm on your side. I think the FEMA camps are real, but I'm going to tell you if they're real or not. I knew it was a setup and going to be a hit piece. This is the guy that said arrest Ron Paul's supporters before. And so people said, oh, Alex, don't get tough on him. He's woken up. And I said, bull, that guy's a phony. Not just all the evidence, but my instincts, my gut, my discernment. I even called it 3 weeks ago. I said, he's going to debunk the Chicago Amtrak shutdown station. How did I know? Because I knew that that was a fake story. I know the mind of the enemy, and I know what they will go after. And I said that 3 weeks ago. I said that last week, and I said it again today. I said, you watch Fox News tonight, and I said, you just watch. They are going to debunk it this way. I'm on record. I mean, how do I do it? Because I know fakes, I know phonies, I know how they operate. I also said that they would probably go after some of the NATO training facilities in Mississippi and Louisiana that are set up to be prison camps but are for drills. And people took photos of that and thought they were camps, and we linked to them years ago, and I found that it was bull. He would not cover civilian inmate labor camp program. He would not cover all the congressional hearings and documents in Houston Chronicle and New York Times and Wall Street Journal admitting they've got camps and clergy response teams are getting ready for martial law or PD 51. And he didn't. And he had Meggs on from Popular Mechanics, the folks that supposedly debunked 9/11 with all of their lies. In this info, one of hundreds, saying no planes were ever intercepted in the year before 9/11 but Payne Stewart, when it was 167, according to the very major spokesman from NORAD who they spoke with. So I knew that when the flagship of yellow journalism was now going to be, quote, teaming up with Glenn Beck on a routine basis, that was the case. Now, that said, after we're done doing that, this is totally blown up in the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette's face, in Raw Story's face, in Little Green Football's face, in Media Matters' face, and in the ADL's face, and in the Southern Poverty Law Center's face. It turns out that the police killer went on INFOWARRIOR.com and the comment page and basically attacked me as a Zionist agent because I didn't spend all my time hating Jews in Israel. But I criticize the New World Order. So I have the Nazis and the ADL attacking me on both sides because they're both just little racial groups, that are just, despicable, all of them. And so they don't like that fact that I've been standing against them. So now it's come out this guy was criticizing me after all these newspapers said that he was basically following my orders when I was saying be nonviolent. And so we're going to go over that. This is a huge development, another big black eye for the establishment, just like they got caught with their operatives saying, kill Michelle Malkin, screaming over my shoulder for their own cameras to then go lie and say I was saying kill Michelle Malkin. They all thought they had me, and then it backfired even bigger on them. The same things happened here in Raw Story, and others are now retracting and apologizing, saying, yes, it was all a setup. So we'll be right back with Jason Bermas and the Info Warrior. Stay with us.
All right, folks, we are back. It's the Info Warrior with Jason Bermas. I'm just about to have Alex Jones in studio to talk about this Glenn Beck piece, and I can promise you it's going to be the first and most thorough debunking of their quote-unquote debunking of these FEMA camps. First off, the segment is called The Edge of Insanity, okay? And they show literally a little cartoon man who's bleeding out of his eyes and steam is coming out of his ears. So if you believe in FEMA camps, folks, you're on the edge of insanity. Ooh, spooky. Now, he also says that they thoroughly debunked 9/11 conspiracies, and that's why nobody believes them anymore. Excuse me? Oh, it's only 36% in major polls know that the government let it at least happen on purpose. 84% know that they're lying about it. But no, Popular Mechanics did a great job of, quote-unquote, debunking them. On top of that, they bring in 9/11 Truth. You know, they're crazy conspiracy theorists. They're going to be the next Tim McVeigh. Tim McVeigh is mentioned once again. This is just a disgusting operation that these people are running. If you think that this guy could be halfway genuine and have a scum like Meg's on, I mean, give me a break. Meg's gets in there, he's got his little hair cut up on there, and he's like, oh, well, you know, you see this video and it looks very convincing, but when we actually went there, they're not planning to gas anybody. And you're thinking to yourself, well, who said anybody had gas chambers in these camps?
Well, notice, 3 weeks ago I predicted, last Thursday I predicted, and today I predicted, and we just spent an hour trying to find the 4 or 5 times going back to old shows. We couldn't do it, so we grabbed me today saying, you watch tonight, but everybody heard it. They're going to talk about the railway station up in Illinois, which is clearly a shutdown Amtrak, and you have the red customers, the blue customers, and they're saying, this is the red list, the blue list. And it was that Linda Thompson lady who the feds admittedly murdered everybody at Waco. They were shooting with machine guns, but she shows a tank and says it's shooting flames out, and somebody photoshops it in there, and then she disappears. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know if she's an operative or somebody was lying to her, but then the media debunked Waco, saying, yeah, the FLIR footage shows people being machine gunned and all of this, but it doesn't show a flamethrower. And so that's the kind of stuff that happens. And so they've got this thing from the mid-1990s that I found out was baloney back then. Millions of views now on YouTube. And so it wasn't a hard guess for me to go, they're going to go straw man, because that's what Popular Mechanics does. Mm-hmm. They go straw man. They don't attack what we're talking about. So today I did an hour and a half plus presentation on my show, and it's up on prisonplanet.tv now. We're going to have it on the Alex Jones channel. We want that to go mega viral, where I lay out all those folders there on your desk, what really happened there. But when we come back, we're going to debunk Glenn Beck, and then they've been forced to start retracting with what happened with the supposed white supremacist that also visited InfoWars and Prison Planet. My follower going out and killing the 3 cops when it was just a domestic dispute. Now it turns out the guy was attacking me. One of these white supremacists you see posting every other comment, we're going to get you, Alex, you're a Jew, you work for Israel. I'm not Jewish, my wife's not Jewish, but it wouldn't matter if I was or my wife was. In fact, that whole rumor comes from the fact that I talk about have Native American in my past, and then in my wife's off on one side of her family, they did have some Jewish relatives from Poland. That big secret came from me. But the whole issue is it doesn't matter. I've got the ADL attacking me over here, and I've got the white supremacist attacking me over here. Then I've got the Israelis putting out propaganda that I'm a Vatican assassin. We did track that back to Israeli propaganda. They're really worried about me because I'm exposing the bankers. I'm exposing the New World Order. I'm calling for black people, white people, Christians, Hindus, Muslims. I'm not demonizing any group, Jews, anybody. I'm saying if you're a free person that doesn't like tyranny, wants to be free, come in together. Let's join together and fight the globalists. The banks have stolen $12.8 trillion in 6 months. That's the entire GDP in a year. They're destroying us. We better get together and arrest the bankers. We better arrest the bankers, as Bill Moyers is now saying, and all these other big shots are now agreeing. That's the solution. Don't let the bankers have total control. And so the ADL's attacking me. Operatives in the Patriot movement are attacking me. Glenn Beck's been attacking me. Sean Hannity's been attacking me in the past. ADL's attacking me. Southern Poverty Law Center's attacking me. They're all attacking because we are getting effective. We are the tip of the spear. So, folks, call everybody you know. If you're listening on the AM and FM dial, new stations picking us up, tell them tune into this station. Tell them tune in to InfoWars.com and the audio streams, or the InfoWarrior.com, InfoWarrior.com. Tune in right now. Tell everybody tune in right now because we're going to debunk Glenn Beck and his debunking with devastating accuracy. We're going to play their clip and analyze it. And we are going to get into the ADL with mud on their face, pie on their face again. And Jason, I appreciate the great job you're doing. You're going to be riding a shotgun with me so I can get in that cockpit over there and really go over all those documents.
All right, we'll be back after this. It's the InfoWarrior, PrisonPlanet.tv, Infowars.com.